Well, we're just gonna rip this video anyway, my friends. Welcome back to another DrewTube episode. Back to our roots, back to a little bit of disc golf discussion. First off, hope everyone's been doing well. Thanks for sticking with, and I appreciate you guys following all the deadlock videos and everything else I've been posting. Anyways, so disc golf journey so far. It is what is today? May 12th. 2 weeks ago, I started doing the Mercer County Disc Golf League, which has been a lot of fun. I was super nervous about doing it, starting it, but my lovely fiance, she convinced me that, listen, take the risk, go out, do it. If you don't like it, you don't have to go back. Thus far, second week just happened yesterday. Had a fantastic time. Had the best round I've ever thrown there. I'll touch on that in a minute, but it's been a great time. And I wanted to go over a couple of things that I kind of feel about what is going on with the league, what is going on with what I'm seeing as far as my disc golf journey has been going, a couple of the discs, setting up my bag, because thus far I pretty much slimmed down the bag to exactly where I want it to be. I could probably take out one or two discs, but I'm still hesitant to do so. And I'll touch right into that, because thus far there have been two discs that have actually, well, not necessarily throwing subpar. It's not the disc's fault most of the time. It is mine. I haven't thrown my Swan, my West Side Swan, almost at all. This is not the putter I've been throwing, but I only have two putters in my bag, this being the second, and I don't want to take it out because God forbid something were to happen. And also, it's not a bad putter. I like the putter. It's just not one of the ones I've been using a lot of. And surprisingly, because I think maybe 2 or 3 videos ago, I was really praising the Segara driver, and this is a 7-speed, so it's right around what I would consider that mid-range 2 driver. I think it's probably a fairway driver, to be honest. At least for the course, this has not been, I think I need a little bit more speed. I need a little bit more distance to kind of compete with the people I'm playing with. And that is one of the big things I'm used to playing with friends who maybe we go out, same thing, 2 times a month if we were lucky. And now we're playing a lot. I'm playing with people who are doing at least the league weekly. And if not outside of that, they are doing going out other times during the week. And I know when I did the tournament last year, I was playing against some guys who were playing 3 times, 4 times a week. And that's just a huge difference. Whereas I think with the Segara playing with friends, I don't mind having a little bit less distance or something like that. But yesterday, so this last week, I don't think I threw this once. I maybe threw it on one hole and kind of regretted it. And I know the week before that, I did throw it a few times, and I felt like every single time I threw it, I was like, I might as well be throwing my CD1. And the CD1 has been one of my favorite discs for a while now. It's a 9-speed, and this is that sweet spot for me. I think I have a Thunderbird, which is not in the bag currently, but I used to throw that a lot, which maybe I was actually talking to some of the guys yesterday about it. I might want to throw my Thunderbird back in. And that's the question, though, is do I take out my Segara for a Thunderbird? I have room in the bag technically, so I could just add the Thunderbird in and see how the Thunderbird compares to the CD1. I think numbers-wise across the board, the CD1 and the Thunderbird are exactly the same. The plastic's a little bit different, but I like them both. Anyways, the CD1 performed so well for me yesterday. Before I get into the rest of the discs that are making it back into the bag, overall, I had the best game. I had a +3 on the course. So I had a total of 4 bogeys out of 18 holes and 1 birdie to eliminate one of the bogeys. So that was the best. I think up to that point, maybe a +6 was the best I'd ever thrown. I'll have to check UDisc. I think it was a +6. I'll put the actual score somewhere around here. But yeah, so I was super excited about that. Definitely had a couple opportunities for making those bogeys into at least par. And that's where I think my goal for the rest of the season is going to be. Like, if I get hit just a par for the course, I'm going to be so happy. And not even just saying, like, I mean, obviously it would be awesome if I get a couple birdies that would maybe eliminate down a couple of the bogeys I would maybe get. Because there's at least 2 holes at Mercer that it is, if you just have a bad throw, you are in a bad spot, and it is going to easily, like the one hole, I think it's hole 2 at Mercer, I got a bogey, and I'm so lucky it was not a double bogey. I had a really nice putt to put that in just for a bogey. Anyways, talking about my mid-ranges, the Rock, you've heard me sing its praises. I'm always going to have this in my bag. Just a couple holes at Mercer I really love this for. And then my Gecko, talking about 2 discs that have probably been praised the most out of my bag. They're always going to be in there. I was actually talking to, again, a couple of guys about my Gecko yesterday. They're very interested in having it being like that softer plastic and everything. And then finally, just putting the putter back in. The Pixel has been doing great. I picked this up on the off season and putted a little bit into the basket here I have at work. But it is just, I like the feel of it. I like the feel of it more than the Swan thus far. But maybe next week when I go and do the league, maybe I'll just putt with just the Swan and then really have something to compare the Pixel to. Anyways, all the other putters that I had been trying in the off season, firmly out of the bag. I'm fine with not throwing them. I would have them all in the car, so if I want to practice putting, I did not practice putting last night, and I probably should have. But yeah, I guess the question for me out of all this is, do I bring the Thunderbird back? And if I do bring the Thunderbird back, do I eliminate a disc out of here? Do I take out the cigar for a couple, weeks and see how the Thunderbird performs in its stead? Or do I take out the CD1 because the Thunderbird fills the same space and just go with that? Something to ponder on. We'll figure it out. Otherwise, I've been having such a blast. I'm so thankful for all the opportunities I've been having. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I had for you. I wanted to just rip a quick video for May and have fun, enjoy, bring some good into this world because my God, do we need it. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.